I have 4 weird beauty products that I bought on Amazon that have changed my life, but not a lot of people know about them. So in this video, I'm gonna spotlight these 4 weird beauty products and share my experience with them. But before we jump in, please consider subscribing to my channel and let's get into it. First and foremost, let's talk about mouth tape. So I was very skeptical. I saw mouth tape on TikTok, on YouTube videos, like everybody and their mother is talking about mouth tape. And I was like, that seems weird. Truthfully, that seems suffocating. Putting a piece of tape on your mouth overnight, that just seems odd. I was like, I don't really want to try that. I'm not about that. No thanks. But then I kept reading articles, I kept watching YouTube videos and TikTok videos, and everybody is raving about mouth tape. And so I'm like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try it. What's the worst that could happen? I have a terrible night of sleep and whatever. I just wasted some money. So I was like, I'm just gonna try it. The tricky thing for me is there is a lot of mouth tape brands on Amazon, specifically designed for mouth tape. I have very, very dry skin. I know you think I'm lying. It's because I have all of my products, but I have very dry skin. So overnight, I'm just like putting and lathering all of the products on my face, and even worse, I slug, which is that's such a gross term, but it basically means you put all your skincare products on and then you just put a layer of Vaseline on top. So yeah, it's not super cute, but it does help my skin. So I was like, well, I'm gonna need some tape that's going to stay on my face and not gonna come off because of all these skincare products I'm using. So I found this on Amazon. This is truly medical grade tape. I don't even know if this is supposed to be for mouth tape, but it works for me. It stays on my face all night long. I wake up in the morning with my tape still on my face. So this works and it's really cheap. So would highly recommend this. So before mouth tape, I was sleeping, 7.5 to 8 hours a night. I mean, that's a full night of sleep, right? But then I wouldn't feel like rested when I woke up. Like throughout the day, I would feel kind of tired. And I was like, what on earth is that about? Like I'm sleeping a full night and I still feel tired throughout the day. It's like something does not check out. So apparently that was one of the benefits of mouth tape is it helps you sleep deeper and it helps you breathe through your nose, circulating oxygen. Like there's a ton of crazy benefits. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. You guys, this is insane. It works. So I cannot sleep without this. I will never run out of mouth tape because it makes such a significant difference for me. So when I wear mouth tape, it forces me to breathe through my nose and to breathe deeper, which therefore helps relax me and just helps me unwind and just have a really restful night of sleep. I also don't snore because I'm wearing mouth tape, and it just helps me circulate the air, filter the air that I'm breathing through my nose. Like it is crazy. So if you're someone like me who, yes, you are getting a full night of sleep, but you don't feel rested, it's worth looking into. I mean, obviously there could be other variables there, but this has honestly been an absolute game changer for me. It's super cheap and I recommend this to everybody. Like I kind of jokingly want to put this in stocking stuffers to all my family and friends because it's just one of those things where you hear it and you're like, that's weird. But when you actually try it, it makes a huge difference. And like I said before, I cannot sleep without mouth tape. It has been such a game changer for my sleep. So definitely worth looking into at least. So I've talked about this one before, and this is a heatless hair curler. And again, I thought this was a gimmick. I was like, there's no way on earth this actually works. I think I got a targeted Instagram ad. So I saw this ad and I was like, that's weird. Like you're telling me this thing helps me have amazing curls the next morning. And truthfully, it actually does. Oh my gosh, it's the wildest thing, but it works. So for me, I'm trying to grow out my hair, but I want my hair to look cute and I want it to look good. And I love that like curled look. So I just put this in my hair before bed, spritz a little bit of water, a little bit of hairspray, and then I wake up the next morning, take it out, and I have beautiful waves in my hair. It's amazing. I absolutely love this, and it's really, really cheap, and even better, it's good for your hair. Like it doesn't damage your hair. So definitely worth trying working out. Again, I thought this was like a gimmick. I was like, there's no way this actually works. But I can tell you 100% it works. If you end up getting this, let me know if it works for you. But it's like the best. So definitely can recommend this. Next, we have frownies. So the best way that I can describe frownies is it's like paper mache or like a stint, kind of like a cast that you put on your forehead overnight that's supposed to help train your forehead just to stay still and to not emote, essentially. So you're not frowning, you're not raising your eyebrows. It's supposed to like train your forehead muscles, essentially. So the only reason that I got these is because I was editing some of my YouTube videos and I saw that I would just frown for no reason, or I would just like raise my eyebrows randomly. And I was like, I don't need to be like doing that. So I got them, and the one thing I will say is it's a long-term game. It's definitely a long-term game. It's not like a quick fix. Like, you have to put in the time and you have to do it diligently. One of the biggest things that I've noticed with frownies is that it creates kind of awareness, and it like lets me know when I'm starting to use my forehead or I'm starting to frown. Like when you are wearing kind of like the cast every night, it's tight. It's really tight and it hurts. It kind of hurts when you like move your muscles to train your muscles like not to move, basically. So that has like created awareness essentially in my forehead, so then I can start to pick up on, oh, I'm frowning for no reason, or oh, I'm like raising my eyebrows for no reason. Whereas before, I just wouldn't even notice. I wouldn't even notice that I was emoting my forehead. But when I use frownies, that's when I start to pick up on, oh, I frown when I talk about this, or oh, I can feel my eyebrows lifting. So you're just training. Wear it every night for 30 days. Like, it is not a quick fix. So I wear them at night, and then sometimes during the day, if I don't have any calls, I will wear them on my 11s just so I can train myself not to frown. Train myself not to frown for no reason, and it does work. It just creates that awareness that you're like, oh, I'm raising my eyebrows, or oh, I'm frowning, and it just like kind of creates that awareness. So yes, kind of interesting, kind of weird, but again, it's like the cheapest alternative when it comes to delaying aging. I mean, this thing is only $30 and obviously a much better alternative than Botox. So something to look into if you are committed to delaying the signs of aging, especially on your forehead or your 11s. And last but not least, we have this pillow. But first, let me give you some context. So I am a side sleeper through and through, my right side. If I need to get to sleep fast and I go on my right side, I am out within 3 seconds. I love sleeping on my right side. But I was watching this YouTube video from this channel called Hot and Flashy, and it's this woman. She talks about skincare, beauty, all the things right up my alley. And she was sharing this story, how she went into her dermatologist, and her dermatologist was like, you sleep on the right side of your face. And Angie was like, what? Like, how on earth can you tell? And the dermatologist was like, I can see it in your face. I can see the difference on both sides of your face. And so Angie was like in shock. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm headed down that path because I'm a right side sleeper. So then Angie shares kind of her journey training herself from becoming a side sleeper to becoming a back sleeper. So I was like, okay, if Angie can do it, I think I'm gonna try to do it. So Angie recommended like a bunch of different strategies, but one of the things she recommended is getting a pillow like this that has like barriers so that you're kind of forced to stay put as a back sleeper. So it's not as tempting to go on your side. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I got this pillow. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it took me a long time. It probably took me 3 to 4 months to really train my body from being a side sleeper to becoming a back sleeper. So it took time to just really get my body like kind of to become a back sleeper. But then once I did, this pillow has been instrumental in that process. I don't think I would be able to change from being a side sleeper to a back sleeper if it wasn't for like a pillow like this that just made it easier for me to fall asleep on my back. So this has been an absolute game changer for me. I can officially say that I am a back sleeper now, which is crazy to think. Yes, it took a lot of time, but it's like a pillow like this that helped me change the way I slept. And Yes, again, it's just a weird beauty product, but just for longevity, kind of long term, if you're obsessed with like beauty and skincare like I am, definitely worth looking into, and just kind of looking into like the long-term effects of like back sleeping versus stomach sleeping or even side sleeping. I know there's, besides like wrinkles and all of that, there's other things to watch out for depending on your sleep habits and your sleep patterns. But if you're committed and if you're interested in trying to switch to a back sleeper, would highly recommend this pillow. So those are my 4 weird beauty products. And again, everything that I recommend on this channel, I have bought with my own money, and I can 100% vouch for the quality. I'm really picky when it comes to products on Amazon. I'm not afraid to return something if it doesn't meet like my standard of quality. So hopefully that holds a little bit more weight, especially when I am recommending products. So let me know what you guys think. Have you tried any of these weird beauty products? I would love to know. And honestly, if you have any additional weird beauty products, would love to know what those are, and happy to test anything out. But thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you like this video or any of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.